welcome back to the channel. I'm here with my recent successful student, Brian Pate, in the flesh. And we're just gonna kind of break down his philosophy of how quickly he got to becoming quite a successful Amazon seller. Brian, how much have you made in like your first month?
First 30 days, we did $17.4 thousand. Pretty nuts.
That's absolutely insane. And really, he just went through my program. We got on one coaching call after he finished, and he figured it out from there. I mean, was the course pretty straightforward for you?
Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like there's everything you're gonna need to be successful in the course. And then anything I did have a hiccup on, if I couldn't solve it, I would try to figure it out, and then I would hit you, and you would have me like instantly. So yeah, I feel like anything I ran into is pretty easy to get through.
Yep, that's what's up. And guys, don't worry, I'm like 5'10", but how tall are you, dude?
Like 6'4".
Okay, he's as tall as my dad. I didn't get blessed with those genes, but I mean, anyways, like from you guys behind the camera, you're probably wondering like, how did he pick his product? How did he get successful? Like, is there any kind of mindset shift that you would recommend people get into? This is something where you have to hold yourself accountable. So
100%.
kind of, what kind of tips would you give people like that?
Oh, for sure. I would say like the main thing, and we said it in our first video we made together, is you have to be a problem solver. So if you figure something out, like you can't instantly go to a negative place or a negative thought. You have to feel like literally be unbiased, look at it, and figure out a solution by little steps. And then once you figure out and you get through the hurdle, next thing you know, you're at the place you wanted to be. So I would say, and another thing I see a lot is I see a lot of people saying it's saturated, or like there's no products to get into, right?
Yeah.
There's new products coming out every day that people haven't seen. Be the first one to launch something. Like, just find something that no one's doing, look for a bundle no one's doing, and you're set. Like, I have about 4 or 5 products launching already next month, so I'll have a total of like 5. And I'm, you know, I bought the course March 27th. So it's just your mindset. Increase your credit limit, call your credit card, get a $10,000 credit limit, and like go balls in.
I mean, that's what you got to do at some point, because Amazon's such a data-driven business where you're seeing the profit you're going to make before you buy a product. It's not like you're guessing, and I know Brian does a lot in stocks, and you can't judge whether a stock's going to go up or down. As opposed to Amazon, you might be able to see what product markets are doing well based on numbers that we use with Helium 10. You can see how many sales a month certain products are making. Honestly, Brian, like for people that don't even think that Amazon's the best business model, why would you say it's like one of the better business models? For the passive income, the traffic from Amazon, like them shipping it out. Like,
yeah, I mean, honestly, because I'm someone that's looked into other business. I mean, I made 6 figures through stock and lost it all. Be careful. But I would say it's the only really business you can start with $1,000 to $2,000 and literally be profitable in a week. Like, if you can tell me another business that you can start for $1,000 to $2,000 and not have overhead, not have costs, not be $20,000 in debt, and you can literally be profitable within 2 weeks, I'm all ears, because that sounds like something I want to do.
Right, and I looked into so many different methods, like social media marketing. That's me building another person's business. With Amazon, you're building your own private label brand, and there's multiple ways you can sell on Amazon. There's private label, which is what I'm doing, building your own brand. There's retail arbitrage, or there's online arbitrage where you're reselling Nike shoes and things like that. You're making less profit and you're not building your own brand. And I think building your brand is the way to go. And you just got brand registered.
Yeah, I have brand registry. We have more products coming out brand registered in 2 different spaces now. And I recommend, if you have the money to do it, try to figure out 2 or 3 spaces you want to be branded in, because your lawyers, if you're cool with them and you talk to them, they'll actually cut you a deal for getting more trademarks at once. Like, I got 2 of my brand registries for a total of like 14, which is pretty good, and that's through Amazon. So I mean, I had it instantly within like 10 days.
And you learned about the IP Accelerator
from the course.
From the course.
Yep.
So basically, there's a spot under apps and services on Seller Central where you can get product photography, anything you ever need. And so I did that with my recent brand. And once you have brand registry, you can then put videos on your listing. That helped me avoid so many refunds. And basically, you can kick competitors off if they ever try and hijack your listings. But then you're building a more credible brand at the end of the day.
Like, if you have a product that, you know, has room for error in use, like if you can post a video like in the first image of how to use your product, you're already ahead of all of the competition already. So I mean, there's a lot of bonus to it, I feel like.
Yeah, and I'm probably gonna have Brian on again because he's gonna launch these new products and we wanna get a little live stream. So drop down below in the comments if you wanna see like more live streams. And also I'll have Brian's link down below to where you guys can go follow him. Where's the best place to find you?
Right now, probably my fitness Instagram where I do all my online training. If you're interested, send me a message. We can set up a call as well at Brian Pate PT. And then same thing with my YouTube.
Yeah, and I mean, what's the main reason you wanted to build Amazon? I know you're going to be moving soon,
yeah.
Just the passive income, like.
For me, I want to be like the king of residual income, man. I want to sit at home and make $20,000 a day and drink a beer and play with my son in the future that I don't have yet. But just stuff like that. We're moving to LA in September, October, so I want to, be set, not have to be worried about scrambling, getting some job at some stupid gym or something. So.
Yeah, and honestly, for me, it's the same thing. It's being able to be in charge of my own income, because what we 100%. See in mainstream society today, they're literally saying, oh, you can't come into your job, we're just laying you off. Then your income's gone, and then what, are you just gonna be left with stimulus checks? It's like, dude, you gotta be self-sufficient. You gotta be on your own game, because this is a world that's so volatile that if you're not self-sufficient, you're just going to get caught up in the wave, and then
100%. Corporate America doesn't care about you. Before I was doing all this, before I got into private training, I was at a corporate gym. I was a district manager running about 10 gyms, working 60 hours a week. I was making over 100K at like 24, but my job didn't care about me. I came in, told my boss that I wanted to put in my 2 weeks. He told me to leave that day, and they had someone else in there within a week. So don't bust your back for a company. Build your own brand. It might take longer, but then you'll be free.
I know, and that's what I got so amped on, and that's what you said. You were binging out watching the course, man. That's the vibe that you will get.
You got to be 1,000% in.
And you'll just be like, okay, every little step I'm doing is to build my future, my advancement. It sounds a little selfish or whatever, but you have to build yourself up and save yourself in that lifeboat before you can pull more people on your lifeboat. And that's what I've done. Now I'm able to help all these other people. It's just incredible. And just starting by documenting your journey. And that's what you're now doing on YouTube too,
I'm
man.
Starting to do that on my YouTube with my both my fitness and my Amazon products, all of that. I mean, it's worth it, guys. I mean, I 20x my investment in my first month. I mean, you know what I mean? You tell someone you 20x something, they're like, what do I do? Where do I go?
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard at the end of the day. The procedure's all laid out, and Brian followed it through with the course, just like my dad did. He's literally almost 60 years old and was able to knock out crazy products that made him 50 sales a day. We have multiple videos with him on my channel. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's up to you guys and where you're gonna put your focus. If it's gonna be on Netflix, then that's fine. But all you need to do is devote like 1 to 2 hours, get a few inches ahead each day. And I mean, that's gonna get you there in a shorter period of time than you might ever think.
Yeah, 100%. And your girlfriend will be mad at you from being on the computer all day, but I would tell you she's not mad at you when you're paying for vacations and buying new shoes.
That's right, man. If you guys wanna know more, you can message Brian down below. His link will be below, as well as my Instagram and my course. And I recommend you just hit me up on Instagram first so we can get on a quick 15-minute phone call. And unlike many other courses, I'm actually helping people one-on-one, guys.
He does. You call, he answers.
Yeah, so you can easily message me on Instagram and I'll get a quick phone call with you, let you know how I can help reach your goals, and then boom, you'll be set. Because the more people I get successful, then you guys go spread the word, and that helps me get successful. It's a win-win. That's how we got to do it.
100%.
So thanks a lot, Brian.
Always, man.
Yeah, and everyone behind that screen, I know you guys can do this. So we'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out.